possible to break social media addiction in a technological and social world? Of course it is. And in this video, I'm going to be showing you just how. Welcome back to Everyday Matters with Harry. I'm here to give you lifestyle advice and tips to help you live your dreams, achieve your goals, and become the best version of yourself. Now, if you're new to this channel, please subscribe by clicking the red subscribe button on your right hand side so you can learn more about relationship, personal growth and development, and lifestyle. Now, in my last video, I talked about how social media addiction is ruining our lives. Okay, and in that video, we're able to establish that even though social media has its positives, it has a lot of negative impacts upon us emotionally, physically, psychologically, in so many ways. Okay, social media has negative impacts on us. Okay, but today we're going to go a bit further to talk about how we can actually break those addictions if we have them. Okay, so the number one tip and to be able to break social media addiction is to, first of all, identify and accept the fact that you have an addiction. Okay, so how can you break an addiction when you don't know you have it? How can you solve a problem if there's no problem, if in your mind you don't know that you have a problem? So the first thing you need to do is to identify and accept the fact that you've got an addiction to social media, or you've got a problem to social media, or maybe you just use social media a little bit too much. Okay, so first of all, identify that you have a social media addiction, and the next thing you want to do is to be intentional. Okay, so intentional about breaking the social media addiction. Tell yourself, you know what, I need to break this addiction. Okay, so that's the second step. So you need to decide that you actually want to break the addiction. Once you've decided, then you can begin to take steps towards breaking this addiction. Another way you can be intentional is to turn off all notifications. Okay, so because on your phone you've got notifications for maybe Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, whatever it is, Pinterest, Tumblr, whatever it is, you've got so many notifications coming in, and you can easily get distracted. So the first thing you want to do is to turn off your notification. Okay, and when you turn off your notification, when these messages are coming, you don't know that they're coming. Okay, and again, set a specific time that you check your phone every day. A lot of the times people check their phones first thing in the morning. So we wake up in the morning and the first thing we do is to reach out for our phones. Decide when you want to check your phone. So basically, definitely not first thing in the morning. For me personally, I don't check my messages on Twitter or whatever, on WhatsApp, on Instagram or Facebook. I don't check my phone until I've finished my morning routine, I've started my work, I've done the most important things for me to do that in the morning, and then I can check my phone. When it comes to Facebook, I don't even check Facebook at all until maybe when I want to go to bed at night. Okay, so that's when I check my Facebook. I read messages, reply messages, and then I go to bed. I remember not so long ago, something very strange actually happened. I think this was like maybe 2 weeks ago, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to bed now, let's check the phone. And I picked up my phone to check messages and reply messages before I go to bed. And the next thing I knew, I saw a movie that was going on Facebook, and I started to watch the movie. I spent at least an hour watching that movie because it was so interesting. I couldn't leave it, but that's by the wayside. But the bottom line is, have a specific time that you check your phone every day. Definitely put your phone away so that you're not stretching out to pick up your phone first thing in the morning when you wake up. Okay, so another thing you can do is to practice what we call deep work. Okay, so when you want to practice deep work, so deep work is a situation whereby you turn off all sorts of distraction and concentrate fully on what you're doing. Okay, so you want to turn off your phones, you want to turn off your TV, you want to turn off emails, you want to turn off every single thing that will cause you to be distracted. So you turn everything off and concentrate fully. Okay, and when you do that, it actually leads to a lot of productivity. So you set yourself a time to say, okay, you know what, in the next hour, I want to concentrate on my work. So you do that for that hour. You'll be amazed at how much productivity you get from just practicing deep work as compared to when you are distracted. If you're one of those people that's really addicted to social media, then what you can do is you can do a detox. Okay, so you can decide, you know what, in the next 24 hours, in the next 48 hours, I'm not going on social media. It's not going to be easy, but it's all about being intentional and deciding that this is what you want to do. So tell yourself you're not going on social media for the next 1 day, 2 days, maybe the next 7 days, or maybe the next 1 month if you can. And just say, you know what, I'm not going to check my social media account. So it's what we call a detox, a social media detox. Okay, so you do it and you find out that you haven't really missed much. Okay, that's the surprising thing. Whether you go on social media or not, okay, you don't really miss much. Okay, and the final thing I'm going to talk about is for you to look for an alternative. Okay, because you spend so much time on social media, what you want to do is look for an alternative, because it's not easy. It's never easy to break an addiction, because when you try to break an addiction, it leaves like a void. Okay, something has to replace that addiction. So you want to look for an alternative. You want to look for maybe something like maybe reading a book, or maybe doing some housework, maybe cleaning, maybe going shopping, maybe doing something, connecting with your family. Maybe ring your family instead. Or better still, just spend some time with yourself and meditate. Okay, that will help you to discover things that you didn't even know about yourself. It will help you to discover a lot of things, get answers to a lot of questions that you've been having. So spend time to meditate instead of actually going on social media. I remember waking up a few days ago and I was charging my phone. Okay, I think it was my day off, either a Saturday or Sunday, and I was charging my phone and I remembered I had to do something. I want to go. I'm like, oh no, your phone, stay away from the phone. And in the next 5 minutes, I remember again something else. Everything I was going to do was on my phone. That's how much distraction we get. But I told myself that morning, you know what? You're not touching your phone this morning. Just let the phone be. Think, meditate, and reflect. And that's exactly what I did. Okay, but looking for an alternative will definitely help you. So maybe meditating or thinking or reflecting will go a long way to helping you to break your social media addiction. Okay, so these are just a few tips from me today, just to kind of help you, to tell you how you can break social media addiction. I hope these tips have been helpful. If they have, please give this video a thumbs up, like and share this video with your friends and family, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Okay, and don't forget, the first part of this video is going to be in the description box, so you can take a look at it for yourself. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video.